It's Rosa Hart. Let's hope this time the good ending isn't death. I'm sorry, I did not like that ending. He was awesome and everything, but I mean, aside for the creeping part, he was nice for a bit. I have mixed feelings about him actually, but the only time I think I've ever felt emotional with him was for the good ending when me and him both died. I felt like crying. And I didn't even like him that much. So, what did you do to me? What did you give me? So, I'm gonna go for the twin brother next. I'm gonna leave the sequel and Dane scenario for later. I still like that I got 58% on main story. Look at all the pictures. Burning alive. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the scenario sequel thing and date scenario for later. I will date my twin brother. That's not my twin brother. Main story. Chapter 1. Standing in line. Hey, have you heard the news? Apparent demons have appeared in the village. I heard that they're on the side of the mountain too, and they ate 2 people. It's just terrible. All people have been talking about since the spring festival. Just what happened to our country. Demons have appeared. It was the beginning of spring when the first whisper of rumors were heard. And just a few moments later, the demons had destroyed the village and land, wasting to the entire country. Most citizens have died, and the few survivors had barely escaped with their lives to forgotten lands. Now demons ran rapid through the village both day and night. Before long, all that remained was the castle. No help arrived from foreign countries. The last hope revived. In 5 minutes, surrounded by a dagger, you're going to die alone now. Mwahaha, because I don't care about you. Another world. The fate of the entire country rests in their hands. Dun dun. Dun dun. After taking a short nap, I got dressed and left my room. On the way, I stopped to talk to a passing maidservant. Have you seen Yuri? He's out in the courtyard, engaging in sword training with Sir Mason. Oh, how odd. The others in the castle seemed to accept the change as if nothing were different. I was the only one left to mourn the death of my brother. Oh, ha! You're weak at your friend Mason. As I got closer to the courtyard, I was able to hear the Aaron shouting. What's that? Yuri, you seem to have plenty of weak spots as well. Hiding behind a pillar, I watched the 2 men, and they had carefree smiles on their faces, obviously enjoying sparring in the sun. I wonder if my brother too had it the same way. Once happy smile, joking with friends. I grew that I could no longer remember even that much about him. The dagger's not in my chest spoke up with a small laugh. This is what you wished for, is it not? I know. Yes, was what I had wished for. I had to at least accept my faith with grace. Or at least I knew that I should, but anyway, be more careful when you talk. Or don't complain if someone mistakes you for a ghost. Eek! Don't scare me. The dagger yipped and then fell silent. Hey, what's the matter, Rose? Why are you standing over there? Ah! Yuri's eyes led on me, and he slugged his wooden sword over his back with a teasing grin. Yuri marched over the front and pointed a finger to me. Stand there with your mouth hanging open. You look even more like a tanka than usual. What? Who are you calling a tanka? Well, you don't look like a fox. If I had to choose between the two, you're a tanka face. Don't you think, Marcia? Marcia scratched his head, frustrated. And now for my ultimate cheating solution. Well, not my cheating solution. Make a comeback. Well, your face looks like a Walson. Your eyes grew wide. A Walson? How the hell am I a Walson? I don't even know what a Walson is. Or whatever that word is. Your eyes and your nose look Walson too. Well, your cheeks puff out like they are like a tanka's stomach. Don't compare my cheeks to something stomach. I shout back with all my strength my shoulders have. Yuri gave a light laugh. If you can deal out comeback like that, your wounds from last night should be no problem. I released my clenched fist and stared at Yuri. You were acting so strange yesterday. I was worried. I thought you might been a demon. Now you're calling me a demon? The rare and mystery tank demon. I could put you in the circus. Oh, jeez. I acted annoyed, but I no longer felt like being mad. He was worried about me. He could also be pretty mean, but my heart pounded because of my wish he had been brought into those of war. What about you? Were you hurt anywhere? This man had only just came into this world, knowing that I couldn't help being sympathetic. Yuri pouts and puts a hand on his hip. Not a scratch, now that I could have been hurt if I tried. Father told me of my duty last night, so I done nothing but hanged around the castle. Nelson must have kept you at the castle for your safety, just in case. I know, but still, I didn't like it. But Yuri glanced at Madison. Madison, what's wrong with you today? What do you mean? I mean, the whole thing. Whatever you say my name, I seriously weird. And scratched his chin, his thread in trouble. It's just whenever I try to say your name, Yuri, it kind of sticks in my throat. Don't worry, I'm not pronouncing his name right anyway, or your name, or anyone's name, to be exact. I've been just calling them what I closest to the letter I can think of that with their name that will work. Because I can't say their name anyway, so good job. Don't worry about it. Why's that? I honestly don't know. Listening to the two men's conversation, I gently pressed on the sword at my base. Maybe the transfer of the numbers wasn't going very well for them. Perhaps they still some stick points. That could be why Madison was acting strange. What's the matter, Tanksy? Your wounds hurting you after all? I noticed that Yuri was looking at me with a slight expression of concern. And I'm cheating. Smile and shake your head. Oh no, it's nothing. I tried to convince him not to worry, but Yuri put his hand on my forehead. What is it? You were just acting a little too sweet. Maybe this is demonic influence after all. Hey! Just as I was about to launch into another rant, you guys fight like little kids. Upon hearing that voice from behind me, I hurried shut my mouth. Herb, you're alive! I mean, I'm not from an alternate universe that knows that you've died twice, once with me and once by yourself. And dying together is somehow the good end? Or they're both good ends somehow. I don't know. Dying with him, I guess, is the good end. I don't know which one would be the bad end. That I'm so confused. I want to say the good end when he dies by himself, only because that one didn't make me cry. Is that fair? Are you okay with that? I mean, I don't really like you anyway. You were too creepy for my stats anyway. If someone likes your creepiness, they can have the dying together with you. I stole over his name too, just like Madison. But it felt odd saying the name of the man who had suddenly become my fiancé. You sound just like Madison. Quit reading my mind! Anyway, Herb, did you want to talk to me? Yes, do you have a few moments? No. I don't trust you. There's something we need to discuss. I don't wanna... About starting over? About forgetting about our being betrothed? Herb gave a quiet nod in response to my question. Yes, I thought that would be best, and I already discussed it with Natsuki. The handsome man in front of me delivered the news casually without moving a muscle. Okay, it's better this way. After talking with Herb, I walked out of the corner of the castle and thought things through. Herb had said that talking of such a ceremony would be done in the time of war. That was the one reason he gave me. The man who used to be him, my now nameless face fiancé, was dead. That much I knew. And even if Natsuki, Herb, was my fiancé now, I only met him yesterday. Actually, I'm glad he was the one who brought up the idea. I knew it wasn't odd to be married off to a Miraculous, but it would be too painful for me. Rose. Oh, Yuri, what are you doing in here? Yuri's son appeared from down the hall, adjusting his gaze, looking slim. Not much, just Herb was acting a little unusual, so I was curious. Oh. My fiancé, whose son to illness had been a very kind man. I couldn't remember much about him anymore, but he had been a close friend since childhood. But Herb was completely different. He had a strange code afoot about him. I felt much closer to my brother Yuri, who I only just met. Rose, what's wrong? Did you guys talk about something serious? Yes, we did. We're not getting married anymore. Oh no, it's not that. Herb just said we're going to cancel our engagement and... What? Yuri's expression instantly changed and he strongly grabbed my shoulders. What are you saying? Why? What could possibly be the reason he wouldn't want to marry you? I quickly grinned Yuri's outburst. No, it wasn't like that. It's just since we're in the middle of war. I meant to please him, but Yuri only appeared to become more agitated. In the middle of war, shouldn't he just want to marry the woman he loves all the more? At least if it were me, I certainly would. If it were me, I would never. You're technically. Okay, I know you're from another world, but right now you're supposed to be my brother. So, my twin brother, no less. So, you're coming on a little bit too strongly, Yuri. Yuri stops shouting and clenches his fist, then turns on his heels and left. Yuri, where are you going? I'm going to have a talk with Herb. He's not going to get away with rejecting my sister, the princess, without a good reason. Ooh, options. I'm still at 3%. I'm never good at these things. Yell at him or run after him. What to do? I never know the answer. That's the whole point. But I'm so decisive. Run after him. Wait, Yuri! I quickly run around in front of Yuri and spread my arms. Gluck. Please wait! You have to calm down, Yuri. But Rose. Yuri shook his head and then looked up. I'm okay with this. Or rather, I too actually think this is for the best. But why? You love him, don't you? That's why Father let you marry him rather than a outsider. And now Herb's backing out. Father agreed to this as well. He did? Yuri can his bow suspicious. Yes, but more important, this is what we both want. Okay? So calm down. You don't need to be angry and sad for my sake. Yuri didn't look convinced, but he had at least regarded some composure. It was then that I heard hurried footsteps running our way. Sir! A page appeared from around the court and sped Yuri to fall to his knees. Yuri turned to him with annoyance. What is it? Lord Nine is calling for you, sir. Flower, what did he want? I do not know. I only know it is urgent matter. I'm gonna... No! I want to follow him. So mean. A short time later, the door of my room was all of a sudden thrown open. We're heading out. Don't just barge in my room. Get out. Yuri, at least say something before you, huh? A few seconds later, it's too late. Yuri's word falls sunk in. Yuri beamed as he sat down in front of me. Heading out to battle. When? As soon as all the preparations are done. So soon. Seeing my bird looking, Yuri shook his head. Isn't it too soon? More like too late. Yuri then tilts his head and thought. Somehow I feel like I've been out to battle before. Now what happened the last time? The last time had been when my brother had died. I was surprised he didn't remember it, not including to think too deeply about things. Yuri quickly shook his head. Sweetheart, if they remember about their death with taking over this body, or not taking over by being placed in this world, they'd be confused about more confused about some things. Like, they obviously would be more confused. Who cares about things I cannot even remember? What's important is going to battle now. Since a band of demons have surrounded the castle, Father ordered me to show my strength. He said he'll leave the entry armory to me until his wounds have healed. Oh, really? Ha! Exactly, since I wrought here last night. Finally, then let's see my power. I wanted to stop him. It was too sudden. It had been a day since we come to this world. No, The truth was, I understand. I've been brought to protect the castle and its people. They were fat to go to war sooner or later. But my twin brother was dead. I don't remember all the details, but I know he died in battle. Something warm touched my cheek, and I looked up to see Yuri smile. You're turning into that ill-tempered Tekka again. His hand still on my cheek, he grinned like an innocent child. Don't look so troubled. I can destiny the likes of those demons all by myself. Cocky much? But Yuri, you stay here at the castle and be a good Taka. Play some Taka songs. Hell, if you keep that up, I'm going to go out of war with you. Look, I'm sure you could beat out some great models here. My ladies here. Really like tapped my stomach. I'll do what You know what? I'm gonna get mad. Yuri! Ha ha ha. After letting out a music laugh, he draws his lip into a big grin. I won't be long. Just wait for me here, and don't worry. When Yuri got home, it was just after sunset. Yuri? Alright, you look fine. Yuri leans on my shoulder as he came in, smiling when he saw. Have them closer together. He does not look like he's leaning on his shoulder. We cut down those demons, not a single one spared. Never mind that. What happened to your legs? Oh, it's his legs. When I ran over, Yuri frowned and covered his ears. Don't shrink like that. Battle then comes with a few hazards. But what on earth? Just a small demon bite. A bite. It's not serious. Nothing more than the nibble of a pup. Imagine just been overcorrected. I can walk on my own. Suddenly Yuri shook off Martin's arm and did, in fact, start to walk by himself. He then cleaned on to front and head on inside. Yuri, where are you going? You have to at least treat your wound. I told you it's not serious. It must inform of our return. I'll see you later. He then went around a corner and disappeared. I felt like he was hiding something from me. Maybe he was injured worse than he let on. He walked heavy, frightening his right foot. Sorry for letting him get hurt. Suddenly, Madison was standing next to me, staring off in the distance. Yuri had gone. Just what happened out there? With a slight look of hesitation, Madison slowly begins to speak. It may be in him of a mere run to say such a thing, but it's okay. Please tell me. Yuri overshot himself. What do you mean? Without lasting long at all, the demon began to flee, but he ran after them alone. He doesn't admit it now. It was an uncertain chase, but and then what? When we ran after him, he had left a trail of demon behind him, but he was already injured. Many enemies escaped. Then his skill. It's no wonder that he was hurt. Rather ungrateful that he got away without being hurt more seriously. He must have been over the edge after being kept back from the battle last night. I see. I wonder about my brother. Had he been a hot-headed young man like Yuri too? I tried to remember, but the effort was in vain. In any case, the fact that he was hurt due to my summoning him here was unchanged. When I hear Yuri's room, when I head to Yuri's room after a short time, I could hear a voice through the door. Shin, that hurts. Can't you be a little more careful? I guess he must be in pain after all. I sighed and then called inside. Yuri, it's Rose. I'm coming in. Inside, Yuri was stripped to his waist, being treated by Paige. I'll take care of the rest. You can be dismissed. After speaking to Paige, I sat beside Yuri. Paige grew a bow, gave a bow, and then left the room, leaving the two of us alone. What's this? A tanker that's a doctor too? Are you planning on some on me? Can I hit him? No? Okay. Do you ever watch your tongue? Who do you think you're calling a Tanaka? But never mind that. How is your leg? It's already taken care of. All there's left are scratches. Those must be such painful scratches. I could hear you shouting from outside. As I took the urn in my hands, I let out a sigh. Mine's told me what happened. Apparently you've been a reckless fighter. What is this? Another cement? Especially in Ilhern, during palace, a little, a child. Another. Did father say something to you as well? Nah, that was Herb. Stay back, stay away. I got tired of hearing it. If I had to hear it from my sister too, my ears might just close up. Fine by me. That's why you wouldn't be able to hear all the insults I heard back your way. Hey, that's not fair. Then stop teasing me. I gently pried the urn to the wounds, causing your tense body. They earned to be mostly bruises, perhaps not to so serve, just like Yuri had said. Then I started to speak. Doesn't a gentle set a bad example by spreading reckless behavior? Maybe, but we won. And come back injured, didn't you not? Even father was injured, and wounds as light as those will heal quickly. So who was it I heard wailing about how much they hurt? I never wailed at all. You most definitely did. You sound like you were in great pain. Onto the wounds, roughly, I will be a nice sweetheart and not do mean things soon. Spread the medicine gently. I spread the medicine on his wound gently with a touch of light as a feather. Goodness, it must be a lot of trouble tending to your wounds. And why is that? I wouldn't be able to stand here in your house of pains. It sounds like you're being tortured. I told you I never wailed or howled. Look, there you go again. Eric closes his mouth with a sour expression, and I let out another sigh. With father's energy, you're the complaining gently, and you had to take care of yourself. That's enough. But that's enough. If the Khan is not willing to lose his life, then how can he end his soldiers too? You're an idiot. I have to earn the soldiers' respect as general too. If I lead the fires, they will follow. Yuri grins. I'm going to win this war. Yeah, sure you are, child. So you, Taka, only need to wait and relax here at the castle. I am going to fight with you if you keep that up. I would much rather come home to a Taka music with a ladle. I am going to go out there and fight with you. Oh, that is final. I don't care if the game doesn't let me. I'm going to do it now. Yuri's smile was genuine and trustworthy, meaning to set my mind at ease. But he's not even my true brother. At the thought, my heart began to hurt as if a needle had been thrusted right into my chest. Ouch. Thank you. It is interesting. 9%. Dun 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 dun. I know. My throat's still killing me, actually. Alright, peace, guys.